Dominic from Sirius Black. Welcome to Nightbreed. How are you, man?
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much. I'm right fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
all right. We're very looking forward to our release on 25th. So all the best. Just for we just rehearse now for the next shows. We hopefully can do.
Yeah.
Well, all fine so far.
Awesome, man. That's cool. So I guess I wouldn't mind going back to the beginning if that's all right. So Sirius Black's been going for a few years now, and you were all, involved in other projects and stuff. How'd you first all get together? How did it all start?
Oh well, that was an idea by Mario, our bassist and manager and booker and stuff. He's mama for every one of us. And it was his idea. He was on tour with as a sound engineer for Masterplan, and had a talk with Roland Grapov then. And he told him about his idea to create a band with certain masterminds or songwriters, kind of stars in it, to have an all-star band like this.
Hmm.
But instead of those. What is created by Frontiers Records, for example, where one or two guys just do the music and then you have some dudes who play the music then. But Mario wanted to have a real band, which where everyone has the right to write the music and the lyrics and stuff like that, and to create where every band member is equal to each other, so on eye level, and everyone has can do something for the music and for the band. So this worked out right well for the first record. We got Roland Grapov in it, Tomin Stauch on drums, ex-member of it was forget about it. It's not my favorite band. So sometimes words are missing.
Yeah, no stress.
And I came in. I learned. I got introduced to Mario some years before, when I have had a show with my other band Edenbridge, and he was manager for us and then sound engineer. And later on, I've been to with him in the studio to play some other stuff for another band, and then we got to talk about his project, his idea, and so he asked me if I want to jump in, and so that worked. We did our first record, and we went on tour. Unfortunately, without those big names in it, but nevertheless, it worked out perfectly. Those times already with Rami on drums and Bob Katzionis on the guitars. And well, that was the start of it all. So it's all Mario's fault.
Very good, yeah.
Oh, no. Blind Guardian was the band of Tommy Starr.
Oh, yeah,
no.
okay. Yeah,
Now
yeah.
remember.
Of course, yeah.
Of course. I could not remember that band. Great band. Not my favorite. Great band.
Yeah, that's cool. So that first album, As Daylight Breaks, you were saying about everyone getting sort of the input, that sort of thing. So were you writing together, or is everyone sort of bringing a song in that they've sort of written on their own first,
Yeah, one brings just an idea, just a riff.
Mm-hmm.
The other one brought in a complete song so far, that we worked on it then and edited and increased or whatever. So whatever came in, we selected more or less the best of it, mm-hmm. and put all together in the pot and stirred well.
Yeah, cool.
The out came as Daylight Breaks them. So some ideas, some complete songs, whatever it was. Some was combined then, of course, some riff of mine and some a chorus of Urban or Roland and whatever. So It was a close working together, you know.
Yeah, cool. So if we jump to 2022, this new release, you got your new vocalist, Nicola's on the vocals now.
Yeah.
How did Nicola become involved? Like, how'd you meet? You know?
Yeah. First, I have to start with the loss of our previous singer.
Sure. Yeah.
We worked together for the last 4 albums. It was 4 albums, but a small album, an acoustic album. Some counted to the complete releases. We worked together with Urban, and it turned out in the last years that things weren't going that well that we all wanted them to be, and especially for the last release, 3-26, it was very, very difficult to work with him, as he didn't keep or hold any deadlines, which was told us from the record company. We have to release the whole album at a certain date, and he just didn't deliver his vocal lines. And he wasn't even reachable for us or the company. So he was like disappeared, and we also tried to get in touch with him over friends or relatives of him, but he didn't just didn't give a shit about it. He wasn't just disappeared, and I deliver when I want to. So so the last vocal files we got then 3 months after the deadline. Imagine. Also, the record company was not quite happy about that, and us anyway. And this whole attitude of fuck it all, you know, it increased, even it increased for the on the tour we had from the release date on. We had a great tour with Hammerfall then, and he didn't show up at the sound checks and didn't show up at the merchandise area after the shows. And also from time to time, he didn't really deliver on stage as we were used by him, you know.
Yeah.
So, and he also told lies about us for the crew members and stuff like that. I don't want to get too much in detail, but in the end, it was just like I wanted to kick him out right after the tour, or even before, because it was we were all like you know, you can't just step into to the aeroplane, fly over to the US and punch him in the face for delivering. So it makes no sense.
Yeah.
No, not possible. But anyway, we had to release the next album, so we just waited and worked on the album, and then a few months, I think it was, after the tour, he got in, he tried at least, I have to say, get in touch with us, and he tried to apologize for his behavior over the last years. But this mail, it was via a chat room, an old chat room. We didn't use it anymore. I was in, Rami was in, and a former crew member from the Mirror World tour, I think it was. So he got in touch over this channel to apologize for his behavior. So we literally looked at each other and said, what the fuck? He just knows how to get in touch with us in an official way. He knows every email contact address of us and stuff like that. If you want to have a real conversation, a talk back or whatever about his behavior and stuff what went on, he know how he can reach us. So we didn't react to that and just waited for honestly meant feedback of him. But it didn't come up, of course. He didn't want to talk to us, obviously. And but a few days later, we got in touch, or not we got in touch, but magazines or business partners got in touch with us and asked us what's going on with Sirius Black. Urban just did on Facebook posted on Facebook that he was out of Sirius Black. That was surprising indeed for us as well. So it was no talking about it. So, but he just did a post, and in this next few days of public debate we had with him then on Facebook, he tried to turn all things around to his own favor, to stand in a better light then. But yeah, latest from this moment on, it was clear for us all that there's no way to work together again, ever again. So he was kicked out then officially. He left. It's better for him. He left. but for us it was the way free. The way was clear for really searching a new singer then. And we've been in touch with several singers all over the world who got in touch with us. If you need a new singer, take me, some things like that. Yeah. We've been in touch with some, and I had also some auditions over internet, of course. And well, it didn't work out with most of them. And in the last, at last, our record company AFM told us that Eden's Curse would split up, and asked us, or said Nicola would be a great choice for us, and we should get in touch with him. Yeah. So the Mario, of course, got in touch with him, and they had a little talk and writing, and he was really, he was flashed and absolutely, he was, how is the word? He burned for it.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Literally.
Okay.
Burned for it to be the new singer of Sirius Black. And we got also a one-take demo of an old song of us, and that flashed us. We already knew that he could sing, because Rami already has been on tour with his former band, and Eden's Curse supported them in those days. And he already knew Nicola to be a nice guy, a professional guy, and a great singer, of course. So we knew that he can sing, but we didn't know if he would also have the essence what Sirius Black means for every one of us. Yeah. And this worked out very, very great. So we got in touch. We had a little a demo from him, and then when we did the final vocal recordings, then we met each other in person, because we did the vocal recordings in our own studio, Sirius Black Studios near Munich. And great guy. Can't say anything negative about him. So we are very, very lucky to have him on board, and he wants to reach and pull the rope into the same direction as we do, and that's the most important, that he wants to reach something with Sirius Black as we do. So that was the way I had to tell the whole story. It's not about we got a new singer, but why we had the new singer. That now we're very proud of him having the band, and best choice for us, I think, is not just replacing a former singer, but I think, and we think, he puts the lever to the next of the music and the level of Sirius Black to the next level, so to speak, I think.
Yeah, cool. With writing of the new album, was Nicola involved in lyrics or anything like that, or did you kind of already have all that ready when he came in?
That we didn't want to lose any time, and so we started to finish all the instrumental stuff for music, and also we started for the lyrics, because meanwhile it was clear what the album would be about. So this idea of vengeance, of course, the word vengeance came out later, but what it's all about, it was the period of time when Mario got dropped from his girlfriend like a hot potato. Before the years before, he did everything for her and helped her out of the shit, and it seemed also so perfectly for outsiders, sometimes a bit too perfect, creepy. But he did everything for her, and then from one day to the other, he was dropped like a hot potato, as I said, and didn't give a shit about what he has done for her in the years before, and that was the kickstart of the most of the lyrics of the album. Was about this, what he has done, and blah blah blah, and this everything. This his story was the start of the album, and he started to write lyrics, immediately, and of course with some help of us, of course, but the main ideas for the first lyrics came from him. Then, of course, was on top the situation with Urban. We brought in as well in some songs about egomania and megalomania and overconfidence and stuff like that. It's not only about him special. You can name several guys and several persons in our daily lives of music business. There were some where the lyrics would they fit on several people, you know what I mean. Yes. And so we came up then with the idea of vengeance is mine. It came up then. So the lyrics were almost done when Nicola stepped in. So he had just some ideas for some certain words to change, or for vocal lines, of course. We had the basic ideas we gave him, and then he made the best out of it, and made also, although he wasn't involved in all the process, but of course we directed him in some way, but he made all songs like they were his own babies, He just put the songs, the lyrics to the level like it should be, like he was involved from the very first moment, and he did such great work, and we are looking forward to working on the next album, where he will be, of course, involved in all the stuff, in writing music, writing the lyrics as well.
Yeah, cool. That's great. It's funny to hear the lyrical themes, like some negative stuff, because they sound so like triumphant. You know what I mean? Like they listen to like big anthemic things. Like, it's cool.
Yeah, that was the whole idea, not to do dystrophic or an album that brings you down. No, it's like the phoenix like lion on the cover. It's rising from the ashes. Out of the ashes is one of the songs on, So you have the negative basics, but you have in the music and also time-wise in the lyrics the hope and it will be better in the end, you know. So this was the whole idea, and of course we wanted to make clear or to clear up things what happened, and yeah, that was the basic idea of the whole album.
Yeah, cool. Oh, that's great. Just a sidestep. How do you balance working with both bands? Like, do you kind of schedule, okay, so right now I'm doing Sirius Black for this many months, and then I'm, going to go back to this other project, or how does that work for you?
You mean my other bands I play in?
Yeah.
So I'm only writer, music writer and lyrical writer for Sirius Black, of course, and Jacob's More.
Okay.
For Edenbridge, I don't have anything to do with the music or the concept or anything about the music or the band. So I'm just there for playing on stage and do some solo stuff from the CDs, and that's all. So it doesn't but for Jacob's More, it happened parallel in the last years. So I stepped into Jacob's More, and I offered my ideas, which we cannot or didn't want or whatever use for Sirius Black, because they are too heavy, too much prog style, and yeah, most of it too heavy, and drop C guitars and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
And it just works out ways better to Jacob's More, and I offered my ideas, and they were flashed about them, and then I wrote them, and I arranged them, and I went to the studio, to the rehearsing room of our singer, of Richie, and within one day he wrote the lyrics to it and the vocal lines, and sometimes, of course, also the backing vocals and stuff on top. So within one day, one song was ready then to finalize, and then re-record and do the final stuff then on the real drums then, of course, not on the program. So writer for Jacob's More and Sirius Black, and this went out more or less parallel in the last years now.
Oh, cool. Nice. So with Sirius Black, are you all sort of do you all live close enough that you can rehearse and that kind of thing, or are you kind of rehearsing and then you get together just before, a tour or something?
Yeah. It's the second way we do.
Okay,
In any band I play, we have also to check out what's to do at home and practice, and quite close before a tour or a festival. We meet a few days before and do the complete rehearsings within 2, 3, 4 days. It depends already also on the how big is the tour and how important and how many songs we have to play or we can play. It makes a difference if we have a festival for half an hour to play, or a headliner show for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
There's way more to do, and we rehearse a few days before, or now we do for the rehearsings for the Spanish concerts, which comes up in the beginning of March.
Oh, yeah.
We did right yesterday a rehearsal, and we will do the next weekend, and then we do some days in a row already also with Nicola then, because now it's just the instrumental stuff, and then directly before we fly to Spain, it's compact rehearsing with the singer then, and do all the set list and the ranking of the songs, of course, and do the crowd parts and stuff like that. This should be not rehearsed as well.
Excellent. So, you know, with COVID and shows cancelled and all the rest of it, when was the last time Sirius Black played? Like,
yeah, it was a few days before the first lockdown in Europe. It was. We've been on tour for the Sweet 226 tour with supporting Hammerfall, it was. When was the ending of the tour? It was, I think, end of February 2020, and so to speak, a few days later, the whole world was shut down. So that was the last time we've stood on stage. Actually.
Yeah, well, no, you must be itchy to.
Way too long.
Yeah, that's it. Cool. So yeah, that's good to hear that you're going to be back on stage. Are there any other videos or things coming out with the album coming up? We got any plans?
There is something planned. I can't speak about that yet because it's all in the plannings, and it also depends a bit on the budget we have.
Yeah. Okay.
The will is here to do some video more. And until now we already released 4 videos, and the best of it, it's incredible. Within 3 weeks, Out of the Ashes topped all our videos so far from the views on YouTube.
That's right.
We have way over 350,000 views on Out of the Ashes, and that's incredible. It topped High and Low, our first video ever, which is about slightly under 300,000 now, and the most popular until then was Sirius Black Magic, which reaches now about 305,000 views. So, but it's years ago. So within 3 weeks, Out of the Ashes, of course, a great song, a great video we did, and that's amazing. It's incredible. So
yeah, awesome, man. That's cool. Awesome. Cool. Look, Dominic, thanks heaps for your time. Good luck, going back on the stage. I'm pretty excited for you, and definitely, like you're saying, I'm definitely keen to hear some more of Nicola's input, because his voice on this album coming up is really good, man. Nice one.
Thank you so much for your time and for your interest, and we appreciate it so much to have interviews in Australia. By the way, I've been to your country some years ago. It was 1999.
Okay.
I was on holiday with a friend of mine, and it was just been in Sydney, of course.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But for 3 weeks, and it was in January with Australia Day on 26th, if I remember well.
Well done, yeah.
It was also Harbour Festival of 10 years the harbour, with way of fireworks and promotion stuff around and stuff like that. So it was so amazing. We already been to the Olympic area, which took place then in 2000, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We've been to the working space, and it was so amazing. Those days, I thought I will come back 10 years later. It didn't work out so far. So hopefully soon again.
Yeah.
To come back.
Yeah, hopefully you can bring a band over, mate. I'd love to see you guys play. Yeah.
Awesome, of course.
Yeah, cool. Cool. All right, thanks. Yeah, thank you too, man. Have a good one, eh? Cheers.
See you again. Bye.
Bye.